The only clearing skill for this build is Frost Darts. Frost Darts by default shoots 3 projectiles which do negligible damage, but if it hits a chilled enemy, each projectile spawns 2 ice chunks that deal damage in a small area. We pair it up with the Whispering Ice unique staff, which grants us the abilities Ice Storm and Heart of Ice, allowing us to chill all enemies in our presence. Frost Darts gets further supported by Multi-Shot 2, Unleash Chain 2 and Snake Pit unique ring on the right ring slot to fire many additional projectiles and make them chain up to 4 times. Lastly, we cast Mana Tempest before using Frost Darts to allow each projectile to split 3 times, and the result is hundreds of projectiles and ice chunks clearing the whole screen. If you encounter a particularly tough elite, use Ice Storm. For bossing, we're using Frost Darts and custom critical and using Ice Storm granted by the Whispering Ice and our active Frost Dart skill to proc a lot of custom critical Frost Darts. For damage amps, we're using Elemental Weakness, Sigil of Power and Lightning Infused Flame War for additional flood damage. Our Ascendancy is gonna be the Blood Mage, mainly for more critical hit chance, increased durability, and fixing mana cost issues. The skills and their main support gems are the following. Ice Storm with Zarok's Refrain so that it echoes 2 times and various damage amps. Frost Darts is supported by Chain 2, Multi-Shot 2, Unleash, and Life Tap and considered casting for the damage amp. Custom Critical is only used for bossing and is supported with damage amps and most importantly Life Tap, so we can trigger it without interruption thanks to our Atsiris Acuity gloves. Blasphemy is only used for mapping and is supported by temporal change to make us nearly unkillable during mapping, considering we also chill all enemies on our screen. Elemental Weakness is also an option. We're stacking mana for the sole purpose of running Archmage, which about doubles our damage. Mana Tempest is supported with cooldown recovery, so that we can do our combo faster. Watch out not to stay in your Mana Tempest too long, otherwise this happens. Look at your HP. So it's just a quick in and out. And then you do it again when the cooldown is back. Flame Wall is supported with Fortress to have an easier time on making the projectile pass through during bossing. Elemental Weakness is only gonna be used for bossing. Frost Bomb is optional, but it can give you additional damage, although it's not necessary. And Orb of Storms is used to give us lightning infusions when it expires for our Flame Wall to deal additional flood damage. Passive 3 we're mainly focusing on stacking critical hit damage and critical hit chance. We also need those 3 nodes here for mana on kill, although they can be taken on the jewels. We're also stacking a lot of exposure, because Whispering Ice applies exposure on hit, taking this node for cold skills, and we're also grabbing Eldritch Battery to be able to stack Archmage better with the following nodes. Helmet, we're running Alpha Soul, which grants us Spirit, but most importantly doubles our presence radius for Heart of Ice, allowing it to cover the entire screen if you get a few jewels with presence area of effect. Our weapon with the Whispering Ice with 3 runes that grant us chance to fire 2 additional projectiles. This does significantly increase the damage of Frost Darts. Our gloves is at Atsiris Acuity for the instant leech, which helps a lot with custom critical and also gives us about 50% increased critical hit chance. Our right ring slot, and it's important to be in the right ring slot, is Snake Pit, which allows our Frost Darts to chain 2 additional times. 1 time from the ring and 100% increased thanks to the chain 2 support. For the rest of our gear, just focus on getting energy shield, mana, and life on everything. Resistances of course, and try to get +3 spells on your amulet.